looking to purchase a knitting machine but not sure which one is worth it? In today's video, I'm going to be comparing my $250 Addi Knitting Machine. It's the king size with this one I found off of Amazon, the Sentro Knitting Machine that was only $59.99. So today I'm going to see if this one lives up to this one here because I've had this one for a year. It's worked really awesome for me in my handmade business, and now I want to see if this knitting machine holds up to the hype. I've definitely heard some mixed opinions on it, but a lot of you seem to really love it. So let's see how it compares to the Addi Knitting Machine in today's video. Hey makers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Camryn and I run my own crochet boutique called Camryn's Cute Creations. Here on YouTube, I love helping fellow makers like you make more money in your handmade business. And this tool that we're talking about today, the knitting machines, these things are so awesome when market prepping. I actually have a full video on how to make a Addi Knitting Machine beanie that you can also use with the Sentro Knitting Machine as well. First of all, I'm packaging this beautiful thing because, oh my gosh, I am obsessed with the colors, so I'm really excited to try it out. Not just because of the colors, but come on, these colors are totally screaming my name. I'm super excited to compare the two today. Definitely different price points and different features on these things, but in general, they're supposed to do about the same thing. So we're gonna see if this Sentro Knitting Machine can hold up to my Addi Knitting Machine. We'll see at the end of this video if this is worth purchasing at all, or if you should just invest in the Addi Knitting Machine, even though it's a higher price tag. So I'm super excited to compare the two in today's video. So let's just get started by unboxing this one here, and then we're gonna do the comparison. I can already tell I like the colors of this a lot more, but of course that means nothing when, you know, you're spending this much money on something. Like, I'm not gonna buy it just because it's pink. You know, like the pink tax, like you pay more for something because it's pink. Well, in this case, I'm paying less than the Addi, but let's see. Okay, it's got like a lot of information back here as well. Got two modes, the panel knitting and the tube knitting. That's what the Addi Knitting Machine has as well. So it looks like similar to how the Addi Knitting Machine came for me last year. I'm gonna have to put the legs on myself, but whoa! But that was actually pretty simple for me on the Addi Knitting Machine last year. So let's see if I can figure this out pretty simply as well. We got this is a little, how to do it. I need a screwdriver. So it actually does come with a screwdriver. That's really nice. So with my Addi Knitting Machine, I just screwed on the legs just like with my hands. So this one comes with a little screwdriver, and I'm gonna assemble it. Oh, it comes with a lot of stuff. So we got like suction cups to like suction it to the table, which I'm curious to see how that works because that's different from the Addi Knitting Machine. Again, we're gonna compare the two, but just first impressions, I got some yarn. This yarn looks like it would be too thick to go through the machine, like just at first glance. And then got some of this, it's just cheapo yarn, but hey, I'm not going to say no to free yarn, you know? Well, I guess I spent money on the machine, but it came with it. I wasn't expecting that. So we got some yarn that I can try out with the machine. So the looks of it, this looks like it would be too thick to go through the machine, but hey, they sent it with the machine, so it should go through there, you know? Okay, so already, wow, I love the colors. It's so pretty. There is a row counter. Now, I thought there wasn't one, but I heard that this can be finicky, but we'll get into all of that when we compare the two. Right now, I'm just gonna assemble this, and I'm the girl that gets her dad or husband to assemble everything for her. Neither one of them are here at the moment, so let's do this. Me and you, let's assemble this bad boy. It doesn't seem like it would be too hard. And already, okay, that's easy. That just fits in there, I guess. I should probably read the directions. I don't want to be too aggressive with it because it feels very, very like plasticky, but that's my first impression of the Addi Knitting Machine too. I was like, wow, this is just a piece of plastic, you know, that's very expensive, but I ended up really liking it. So we'll see about this. I'm just sticking these legs in the little compartments. What are we screwing in here? They gave me two of these, so that's kind of nice in case one pops off or something. But let's see here. Let's see. Doesn't help that you have fake nails, you know what I'm saying? It looked like they were saying screw this here. Oh, it fits there. Okay. I think it's just because I have fake nails that was hard, because this isn't hard at all. Oh yeah, that's on there. That's really on there. Okay, sweet. So I'm just gonna do that to the rest of the little legs here. And then I'm gonna add these little cute little suction cups, which they're cute, but I'm like, are these gonna hold up this whole machine? I'm not sure. We will test it here in 1 second. Cue the Home Depot beat. It's probably copyrighted. Oh, no. Oh, it's like magnetic. No, get in there, buddy. Get in there, buddy boy. Come on. No, don't fall. At least it's magnetic to this. No. Stop. No. Did anyone else with a Sentro struggle with this part? Or it could be my fake nails. I don't know. There we go. We're good, everybody. We're doing just fine. It's okay. Everything's fine. I will say, though, the Addi was a little bit easier to put together, but this is definitely not hard. It's just like a little tedious, like a little more tedious, I guess, but it's literally not hard at all. Just to let you know, if you have acrylic nails, get your friends to do this for you. Get your man to do this for you. Get your dad to do this for you. If you have fake nails, this is not a fun time. We are independent crafters here, and I'm gonna do this. I am determined. Okay, these are feeling good. The ones that are on feel good. Feel very sturdy, but I have one more. This one here that I'm going to do, and then moving on because this is taking far too long to do. I think I got those on there good enough, but if we need to adjust them, we definitely can. I'm gonna add in these guys, the little suction cups that I don't want to like be negative here, but I feel like this is going to do absolutely nothing. But hey, you know, I'm not entirely sure. This is really hard to get on there. Is it even worth putting on? Get on there, buddy. Oh my gosh, is this supposed to be this hard, or am I just like having a hard time with this? Okay, first impressions. Love the color, hate the assembly process, even though it's not hard, it's just annoying. This is just like not going on there. I think I'm gonna break a nail trying to push it on there. That would be horrible if I broke a nail. No, it's okay. I'd do it for the video, but I would just like it to go in. Am I doing so? I read the little thing. It's like suction cup, screwdriver, insert the pillar in the notch at the top. I did that. Place the suction cups into the notch of the machine. Dude, yeah, that's not working for me. Anybody else with a Sentro struggle with this part? Whatever, they're like definitely not all the way on there. I'm just gonna admit, like these aren't like technically all the way on there, but dude, I can't get them on there. It sucks. They're like not going on, and you know it's like plastic, so I don't want to like push too hard. Look at my muscles, like I'm like, I'm trying as hard as I can, and I don't want to break the legs, so I'm not sure how they're getting it on there. I'll show you, like, so like it needs to go all the way back here, but it's like stopping like right at the front, like it's not going all the way back. So I got them sort of on there, but this just is not working. Come on, nope, this one didn't work either. Okay, well, we're gonna keep it like that for now. But suctiony things kind of hard to put on there, not gonna lie. I'm just not gonna lie about it. Let's see if it even, hey, it kind of suction. What the heck? I thought I got a Sentro and it says Miaoke. Knitting machine, magic more than... I thought I ordered a Sentro, but it's a different, it doesn't say Sentro on here. Did I order the wrong one? I'll have to look that up later if they're the same thing. It like sort of suctions, but it's more like it suctions and it still slides. Oh, and it just fell off, like the suction just fell off. But that might just be a me problem, you know? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not loving the assembly as much as I did with the Addi, but again, this is like a lot cheaper than the Addi, so, you know, the Addi needs to like, prove itself here. It's expensive, you know, so okay, I feel like I'm just being weird about it because it's so much different than my Addi knitting machine. Just like first impressions, it sits like a lot taller. The handle's different. There's a lot different about it. But you know what? I'm excited to try it out still. I think it's ready to get tried out. And the little row counter is working for me, so that's awesome. So it's all set up. I feel like I should play around with it for a little while. Just get my like first impressions, all of that, before we go and compare the two, because I don't even know if this thing works. All I know is that it's really cute and feels slightly different than the Addi Knitting Machine. Let's see if it actually does something with this yarn. Well, they gave me this yarn, so maybe we should just try it out. I thought there was like a little tension thing, but now I don't think there is a tension. I think it's just this. So let's see. I'm gonna cast on just like I normally do on my Addi. And so far, I don't know. I don't even know. It just feels different, but it's not bad, I don't think. This yarn is like not awesome, but hey, I'm using it to practice because they gave it to me. Okay. I'm scared. I don't know why I'm so scared. It feels good. Like, it feels fine so far. But I guess let's just do this for a little bit. I'm going really slow right now. Like on my Addi, I'm just like, and it barely misses stitches on my Addi. So I'm curious, like I'm just gonna do this slow for now because I just wanna get used to it. I don't wanna like go too crazy on it. Oh, my hair just got caught in there. Get out, get out. First impressions, honestly, everything looks like it's doing just fine so far. I'll see if it skipped any stitches. It's funny, a lot of you wrote me when I said I was going to do this review over on Instagram. A lot of you were like, oh my gosh, the Sentro Knitting Machine, it sucks so bad. Don't get it. Like, it's such a ripoff. And then a lot of you were like, oh my gosh, it's so much cheaper than the Addi. It's such a good deal. Like, I'm never going to get an Addi. Like, it does like a perfect job for me. So I'm like, dude, I don't know what to expect. There was a lot of mixed opinions on it. It does sit a lot higher than the Addi, so I'm getting used to that. My hair wants to like static stick to everything, so there's that. The little row counter looks like it's doing just fine. I don't see any skipped stitches yet. I'm gonna try to go a little faster because I really do go pretty fast on the Addi, so let's just see how it holds up. I'm not even holding down the leg or anything. The sections are like pretty good. Dude, this is pretty smooth. I haven't even been able to tell if it's missed a stitch yet. And I want to use it on yarn that I'm actually going to use in my business and not just like this, because this isn't, no offense, but this isn't like great yarn, you know? So I want to make sure it works with the yarn I actually like to use, but so far, I really like it. I really like the color too, but let's just keep cranking away. I'm going to put my hair up, y'all. This is not working out for me. I'm not gonna lie, like I definitely thought I was gonna hate it after that whole like assembly process, but I like it so far, I really do. I think this is kind of fun. Okay, what? This thing is just doing just fine? You have no idea all the things going through my head. I'm like, I could have Peyton work on these and make beanies as I'm sitting next to him, you know, working on this machine, and we can just start creating all these beanies. I'm like, dude, I need to chill out because Peyton has made Addi Knitting Machine beanies for me before, but he also works full time, so I need to like stop trying to make him work in my business all the time. But that's literally what's going through my head. This is looking sketchy over here. Very staticky feeling, looks sketch over here. Maybe a drop stitch, I don't know. I'm gonna use why did I use this? Pink, it's so cute. I'm gonna use a little bit of this yarn to just like cast off as like a different color so we can see what was happening there. So far, this is working totally fine, in my opinion. I'm like, this just feels like a little different than the Addi, but nothing bad. Like the Addi Knitting Machine, I'm not gonna lie, it feels like plastic too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this thing is like so much more sturdy, heavy duty, like metal. It's like, this is plastic too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like, it's definitely like a heavier plastic, but it's still plastic, you know? Okay. Oh, that was a me thing. We will ignore that. That was it didn't go fully in where it's supposed to here. Okay, well, little user error. We will ignore this section. I made a little oopsie. But let's see if for the rest of it, it works. Okay. I think this thing is so awesome. It feels good. I like it. This is fun. Thanks for coming along with me while I unboxed this and reviewed it. I thought I would just play around with it off camera, but I was like, you know what? I thought we'd have fun doing this together. So thanks for hanging out while I play around with it. I still will do my final comparison between the two in a minute here, but I am just gonna have this go off. Okay. That all felt fine. It's very staticky. One of my hairs got caught in there. That's so gross. Okay, so that was my problem. Like this section, that was like all my problem. I'm examining it for any like missed stitches. It worked totally fine for me, at least. That looks great. That looks fantastic. I love this thing so far. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Okay, I just made a little baby hat. This actually has 2 more pins than the Addi Knitting Machine does. So I believe this is 48 and then the Addi Knitting Machine is 46, but let's play around with this a little bit more before I put them side by side, compare them. I just want to try it. Well, first of all, with this yarn, because we gotta like, this yarn, they sent me this yarn. Again, this feels too thick to go in the machine, but they sent it with the machine, which makes me think like, okay, you obviously want me to use this in the machine. You didn't just send me like extra yarn not to use in the machine, you know? So we're gonna test it out. I feel like this is too thick. I don't know. Why would they send it if it's too thick, you know? So casting on. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. This yarn actually feels a little bit better. It's like less thin, you know? And here we go. My whole table's like, ah! The suction, like, it doesn't come up, but it does slide still. So the thing about the Addi that I'll show you is it clamps to your actual table and it won't slide around like that. But what I'm doing is I'm just like holding on, like with my finger up here, I'm just like holding on to the machine so it doesn't slide around. And it seems to be totally fine. I'm sure you can get mounts for this. Like, I should look on Amazon after this. I thought I was gonna return this thing. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna return it. So far, it looks like I'm gonna be keeping it, but let's see. Like, I mean, we're still not done yet. The row counter seems to be fine, but then some people say that the row counter isn't as good as the Addi, but I guess there's like another one you can hook up to it. So like, even if the other row counter is like 20, 30 bucks, like it's still way cheaper than the Addi machine, so it might be worth it. Also, this yarn looks like it's going totally fine. My arm is so tired. Look how fast I'm going. I don't know, because a lot of you said that you had it for like a week and then it broke. So I kind of do want to keep trying it and do some update videos as well. So there's that, but so far I'm like, dude, this is fun. The handle's a little different. I think I'm just used to the other handle, so it feels kind of different, but okay. So I am going to cast off. We are going to see if I skipped any stitches. I was going fast. I don't know if you saw me. I was going fast, okay? I feel like a little kid. I'm like, did you see how fast I just went? Did you see that? That was insane, was it not? There's like little things that I feel like they're not even hard. I'm just like not used to it yet. But just like putting that in was like just different than the Addi, but it's not like it's hard, you know? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. That's what it did. It did a good job. It did a great job. I probably shouldn't lean on it. Don't lean on your machines because these are just, it is plastic. Be gentle with them. I'm like, this thing is awesome. But even with the Addi Knitting Machine, I'm like, okay, be a little careful with it, okay? Because it's a little just plastic. So, no missed stitches with this yarn. I'm pretty impressed right now. I was not expecting to be this impressed, and I'm very impressed. I'm gonna try it with some yarn that I know for sure I'd used with the Addi Knitting Machine. This is like the Big Twist Soft or Softy or something like that. I've used this to make beanies before, so I'm curious. How does it do on here? My Addi will like sometimes skip a stitch with this, but it's rare. My Addi like barely skips stitches. And I feel like this should skip more than my Addi because it's so much cheaper, but so far not my experience. This section, actually, I'm not even holding the machine right now. It's just staying there. So the suction cups that I put on wrong and I had no faith in actually are working pretty good. So I don't know what I was all going on about those, but they're working fine. Looks good so far. It looks fine so far. I will say it's nice having it mounted on there and not suctioned on there. Like the mount on the Addi that's nice, but this is so much cheaper and I do not care because it's so much cheaper. Oh no. JK, I thought I saw a missed stitch, but I don't think it was. We'll check here in a minute. Okay, now that I'm going like way quicker with it, it is sliding around a bit more on me. So I think what I'm gonna do is just do what I was doing before and hold it like right here with my thumb as I'm doing the tension part. And there, it's not doing it. I also like that it came with a teeny tiny screwdriver. I just thought that was so good that they put that in there. Oh, and they also like sent these 3 different tapestry needles, which I usually don't use the tapestry needles. I usually just do the scrap yarn, waste yarn method. They also gave it this teeny tiny little crochet hook and it's pink. Maybe that's to like crochet parts of your project together or something. That's kind of a nice touch. It's just plastic. Like it's not like super nice, you know, but all of this is just plastic, you know. It's just plastic, you guys. I don't really have any complaints so far, except that it was like a little bit harder to assemble, but not really hard. Just a little tedious. And you only have to do that the one time, so it's like, whatever, you know. I'm gonna do a couple more rows, and then I'm gonna put them side by side. I'm gonna show you kind of the differences, the features, all the things, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't see any skip stitches. What the heck? Okay, that's pretty cool. There's a little view. It got kind of curly on the ends. This thing is amazing. This thing is amazing. Okay, let's do a little side-by-side comparison. Oh, I was supposed to put this on way before. This is the tension thing. So this goes down below. Okay, so there is a little tension thing on here. So I didn't even know that, and I might have just put it on upside down. I wasn't even using it, but there is a little thing to add your tension. Like, I thought there wasn't one, but there is. I just didn't see it. It was sitting here. I just added it, but I was using it without that, and it was working totally fine. So it's different tension that you could do on there. That's pretty cool. I'm impressed. I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough here. What I like, what I don't like, all the things. So far, you know, now that I feel them next to each other, the Addi is definitely a lot more like secure. Like it's definitely like, I think it could go through a lot more than this. As it like suctions off of there. This is like, it just feels flimsier, but it's way cheaper. So, you know, this is $250. Like it better be good, right? Like, 'cause you're paying $250 for it. So this is really good. But like, this is also very good so far. So let's see, let's compare some of these features. I want to see actually how loud they are compared to each other. Sound test 1, done. Okay, I'm gonna try it with my Addi now. With this, you can hear like clickety, clickety, clickety a little. This is more like clunkety clunk. They're both pretty quiet. I'm not gonna lie. If anything, the Addi's louder a little bit. They're both pretty quiet though, honestly. So I was just worried this would be like super loud and obnoxious and like squeak a bunch. It definitely doesn't. For the sound, like they both sound about the same. So this row counter, you have to like click it and it'll restart it. This one, you have to just like twist it and that's how you reset this one. But so far, those look awesome. This has the tension thing. This has the tension thing. They're pretty similar. They look different, but it's similar, like what it does. The handles are a little different. I've noticed with the Sentro, it's like less to hold on to. The Addi, you definitely have more, and it's like kind of your whole palm. This is like you can just use your fingers, but it's not small. I don't know. They're just different. They're just a little different. Nothing is like completely turning me away from using this. Even if this started skipping a couple stitches, my Addi skips a couple stitches here and there. You know what I'm saying? So if it started skipping like every other stitch, I'd obviously be like, okay, no, it's so much more worth it to invest in the Addi. But right now, I'm like, it seems like they do about the same thing, a little different, feels a little cheaper. It's a lot cheaper though. And then the other thing is, and this is gonna sound like, okay, Camryn, like chill out, but like I am obsessed with the colors over here, so I'm obviously more drawn to this. So I don't know, like right now, what I'm feeling like is they are so similar. And I did not expect to come to this conclusion, but I'm just gonna say it, as far as right now, of course, I haven't made anything like officially on this thing yet, so I should probably do some update videos, especially like after a couple months, like how does it like hold up, because it definitely feels cheaper. I'll admit that it feels a lot cheaper. It is a lot cheaper than the Addi, but the Addi I've had for almost a year and it's held up perfectly fine. Addi Knitting Machine has held up really well, and I don't have that to compare to this one yet. I honestly think that in the long run, and this is just me assuming because I haven't had this long enough, I feel like the Addi Knitting Machine is worth more because it should last me longer and it does feel more sturdy. But if you're looking to even just get one to try out, this is the one to do because it's definitely not as expensive. Like this is a lot of money all at once. So if you're not looking to invest a ton all in once, I would go with this one here. Yeah, I don't know. I did not expect to say that. I thought by the end of this video, I'd be like, you know what? Addi all the way. It's just so much better. But as far as like the general price point, and if you're just looking to get started with knitting machines and you're going to be making like beanies or something like that, like not getting super crazy with it, then I think this knitting machine is perfectly fine for you. Like I think it'll work great. There is a learning curve in general when using these as well, these knitting machines. So give yourself a little grace as soon as you get it, whatever machine you end up buying, because there is a little learning curve and it's gonna take you a minute to get used to it. I don't know. I can tell just by like looking that these hooks are way cheaper than these ones over here, right? Like these definitely do look a lot stronger than these ones, like, and it feels a lot sturdier. But right now, first impression and like just using it, this is holding up to the hype. Like it definitely compares to the Addi Knitting Machine for a way lower price point, which I love because I'm trying to save as much money as I can running my small business, and I encourage you to do the same if you can, because you're just going to be making more profits in your business, which is why we're doing it. It's not the only reason why we're doing it, but of course we want to make more money in our business. If we can get cheaper tools to use that's going to do about the same thing as a more expensive tool, then I'm definitely going to recommend this. The Addi comes with these mounts, so you can actually mount the legs right to your table, which is super helpful. And honestly, I wish the Sentro did that. If they sell these separately, like mounts for your Sentro, I'm going to invest in the mounts. I'm going to grab those for the Sentro. So there's a couple other things, like little add-ons that you can add to these things that I definitely want to try out and kind of upgrade it a little bit. If you want to see that in a video, let me know and I'll give you my final thoughts. I totally recommend this cheaper machine if you're looking on just getting started out and you don't want to completely break the bank on the Addi Knitting Machine. Now, do I prefer the Addi Knitting Machine? Honestly, I haven't used both of them enough to be able to determine which one I love more. I obviously am more comfortable with the Addi Knitting Machine because I've been using it for over a year, but this new machine seems like it's really great as well. I'm curious to see how it holds up over time, and I'm also curious to hear your opinions on how you like both of these machines if you own either or both of them, and help some fellow makers in the comments. Also, if you have any questions about the machines, pop those in the comments as well. I will definitely answer those. And yeah, I feel like I'm genuinely so impressed. I wanted to thank you for hanging out with me in today's video, and I hope you got a lot of good information, and I will definitely do some update videos if you're not quite ready to invest in either of these yet and want to see how my new one holds up. As far as how I'm feeling right now, I think the Addi is honestly worth it for the money because it's held up really well for me. I made my money back on it like literally the first day I put the Addi Knitting Machine beanies out. So like it wasn't a big deal for me to purchase that because I made my money back on it so fast. But I'm also like, dang, if I could have been using this other machine the whole time, which I don't know if I could have or not, but if I could have, then I would have been able to save a lot of money. So I don't know. And if you're just getting started, it's definitely smart to start with a cheaper machine because they're similar enough where you're going to get used to it, and you can always purchase the Addi later if you want to try that out as well. If you want to know how I make my Addi Knitting Machine beanies, or you can use your new machine, your cheaper machine, the Sentro or Miaoke, whatever my machine is called, instead, you can definitely use that. It's a knitting machine beanie pattern. I have that on my YouTube channel, so I will pop that video right here if you want to check it out next, and I will see you, my friend, in this video right here. Bye.